passion for cars and bikes?
जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, ever since I was a child, my father has been, very fond of cars and bikes. So I remember ever since he used to shoot for Hero, he used to have a dirt bike which he had used in the film as well. And he used to have a Fiat back then, which he used in Parinda also, most of his films. He is fond of cars. Throughout the span of his career, he's bought a lot of cars. So I think ever since the first word I ever said growing up was, some sort of a car, I remember. So, because of my father. However, nowadays I'm more into bikes, cycles, especially because of the Mumbai traffic.
Yes.
It's more convenient to ride a bike around. But my father doesn't allow me. So, other than the films, I don't really get a chance to ride a bike or anything. But I'm very thankful that I've got to see a lot of great cars, thanks to my dad's passion for cars. Yeah.
Okay, so we would also like to know your favorite brand when it comes to cars and bikes. Which is your favorite brand?
My favorite brand when it comes to cars and bikes?
I know, too difficult.
Sorry?
Too difficult to name?
Yeah, I mean there's so many great models and so many great brands. Can't name any. But I don't know, I think I like Yamaha very much. Yamahas is nice. Really, I don't know too many, but I'm aware that all of them are just equally fantastic brands.
Okay, last one. We would also like to know your experience when it comes to car and bike in your action movies.
Well, in my action movies, more than car and bikes, ज़्यादातर हाथ पैर चलाता हूँ. So it's very rare that I've had an action sequence with cars and bikes. But in general scenes and all, I get a chance to ride bikes. Bullet Enfield is a bike that I first rode in my first film. And in my second film, Baghi, also I got a chance to ride the Enfield. This is the only bike I've ridden thus far.
Okay, thank you so much, Tiger. Now I will...
आपकी पहली बाइक या कार कौन सी थी? Because model, how many bikes or car you own?
I don't own any bike or anything. My father has a bike और मेरे पास एक गाड़ी है Chevrolet Cruze. I don't like fancy cars, especially in Mumbai. आजकल क्योंकि there's no space to ride, fast vehicles or drive fast vehicles, and I'm a big believer in safe driving. I don't like noise pollution, so I don't like to honk or anything. So एक decent simple सा छोटा गाड़ी है मेरे पास, वो चलाता हूँ.
सबसे पहले कभी when did you learn driving, and when was the first time that you?
बचपन से मुझे याद है पापा का गोद पे बैठ के चलाता था गाड़ी. I used to think I used to drive. He used to drive the car and I used to just hold the steering and sort of, think that I used to drive the car. But I learned how to drive shooting Hero Bandi.
Tiger, this is Priyanka.
Hi.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Recently, on your birthday only, Mr. Ram Gopal Verma tweeted that, you should learn machoism from your dad and he poses more like a man than you do.
Right.
So, your mother also reacted to it.
Right.
What's your take on that? What do you have to say about that?
I can never be half the man my father is. I mean, he's the original hero, and even if I tried, I could never be like my father. But I think everybody has the freedom of speech, and he's a senior director. There's not much I can say to him. But I try to be my own individual, and I try to be different and express my individuality as much as I can. That being said, some may appreciate my artistic expression, some may not. So yeah, to each his own, man. It's really fine.
So Tiger, when you say so that you are not a huge big biker and all that, you don't, you are safe, you drive safe. So which is that thing what prompted you to come to this motor show? Which is that thing what attracted?
A lot of my friends, of course my father, have always been fascinated by cars and all, and they're beautiful to look at, So I like, they're very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So yeah, I like watching and admiring just these beautiful creations, really.
So Tiger, a lot of sports related to this motor car and show is happening now in India. So where do you see India in competing to the car racing and all that?
Sorry, I didn't get your
A
question.
lot of sports related to car racing is happening in India now. Recently the Grand Prix car racing happened in Noida and all that. So where do you see India in car racing arena?
I really don't know much about racing, but I'm sure with the exposure we're getting to these vehicles, and we've always had a lot of talented drivers. As far as I'm aware, I know Nirayan Karthikeyan sir, a fair racer, and he was in the Formula One. So I think now that we're getting the exposure to these vehicles, a lot of drivers can get a chance to experience them, and hopefully. Now that we have a circuit in Noida, like you said, if we can practice, I'm sure, there's a bundle of talent here.
Recently, the Tiger Shroff. Hello.
I can't hear you, sir. अब यहाँ के बोल रहे हो?
अरे है डिफरेंट अभी तो बोला रहे इसके बाद ओ सोहेल भाई बूम पे करते भाई
What is your comment about people who are threatening women in the society? What would you like to say to them?
Threatening women in society.
There is a lot of bullying happening.
On social media, is trying to know.
I think that's a very uneducated thing to do, sir. Yeah, there's not much I can say. It's obvious for everybody to know. I mean, that's a very niche thing to do. I think, yeah, maybe it should be a little more strict, I believe everybody does have the freedom of speech, but, there are some limits that should be crossed. And it's sad that some people aren't aware of that and aren't educated enough. So, yeah.
This particular exhibition, and how much are you fond of car and bike?
Like I mentioned earlier, sir, ever since I was a child, my father has been very fascinated about cars, and he used to have all these lovely cars, I think, he keeps telling me, you shouldn't, he was foolish when he was young. He said he used to keep buying cars instead of, investing in other things. But now that he's older and wiser, he keeps telling me, Tiger, every time you earn money, you should invest in land or house rather than vehicles and this and that. But yeah, growing up, I've just been surrounded by all his great cars, and I've just been fascinated. I mean, they're nice to look at, but me personally, I'm very much into cycles, or I like to run.
Why like that? Bikes and cars, but आपको बहुत ज़्यादा not very passionate.
Sir,
बचपन से आप अपने dad के साथ used to go for ride and drive actually.
you're right. क्योंकि मैं खुद बहुत तेज़ भागता हूँ ना, तो I usually like running from Bandra to Juhu, Bandra to Khar, distances which I can travel. Yeah, I like to run, but I do have a cycle which I ride every now and then in the night.
So recently there was a tweet regarding Sunny Leone regarding Ramkumar Verma's tweet the other day, the kind of measure she gave Nitin should give. What's your take on it?
I didn't hear you.
So there was a tweet, Ramkumar Verma's tweet.
अरे एक मिनट रुको ना क्वेश्चन है भाई
So what's your take on it?
I didn't see it. I didn't know.
It's like every woman should be like Sunny Leone, a kind of
Every woman should be like Sunny
yeah, the
Leone.
kind of pleasure she gives, every woman should give.
Wow, I don't.
So, yeah, so what's your take on it?
What's my take on that?
Such offending videos putting on women's
I don't know. How do you feel about that?
because somewhere or
think-
the other,
I think-
hierarchy and even like people are comparing hierarchy and Ram Gopal Verma.
Uh,
What is your take?
Honestly, I think every woman is beautiful and special in her own way. You know, she doesn't have to be somebody else. I always urge people and youngsters to, believe in their individuality. So you should be just proud to be in your own skin and who you are. And yeah,
But he's very close to your dad, in fact. He's very
Ram
close
sir.
to your dad. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was what I mean.
yeah, they just did a film together. So
रंगीला
that,
है,
yeah,
lot of
Rangila, of course, they've done great films.
बचपन से देखा है तो कभी कोई ऐसी चीजें डिस्टर्ब हो जाती है where like he's trying to
जहाँ तक मुझे याद है मैं कभी मिला नहीं उनसे तो I don't know sir. I haven't met him personally as far as I recall. So, but I wish my father and the whole team Sarkar 3 all the best.
when was the first time you took your hand on the steering actually?
Yeah, I was about 1 or 2 years old.
जिस तरीके से आज के टाइम में वीडियो बन रही है कार्स को लेकर बाइक को लेकर आप भी फ्यूचर कुछ इस तरीके की वीडियो करेंगे ऐसा कुछ रखा है प्लान किया है
Sorry, I didn't get.
Movies are the kind of movies we are getting like bikes or cars को लेकर. So
या फास्ट एंड फ्यूरियस टाइप इस तरीके की वीडियो बन रही है कार्स को और बाइक को रिलेट किया जा रहा है तो आप भी इस तरीके की वीडियो कभी फ्यूचर नजर आएंगे
शायद पर फिलहाल मुझे मार्शल आर्ट्स में मज़ा आ रहा है सर. आई लाइक हाथ पैर चलाने में मज़ा आता है सर rather than cars.
Tell about your future project, what's happening like?
So right now I'm working on Munna Michael. Munna Michael is almost finished. इसके बाद Student of the Year 2 शुरू होती है. उसके बाद बागी 2 में उसरा हो. बस I just have these 3 films right now. Very fortunate.
आराम से